Hello everyone, we are back. My name is Cassidy or Starr, and I have a message for you today from the Galactic Alliance and the Pleiadian High Council. So I had a couple of days off, not really a couple of days off, a couple of days of deep diving. Where to begin? So a few messages ago I was told I was going to be taken to some deep dark depths of life, of reality, and things that I hadn't experienced before, and that definitely has happened over the last 2 days. I'm not quite sure what I can say on YouTube, so let's just say I've been taken to certain conspiracy theories and been given an insight into mind control and fame and all of those not really great things that happen on this planet right now. So it was a lot to process. And then yesterday I was taken to something from my own life which I hadn't thought about. My guide sort of came to me and was like, there's something you need to process that you've locked away so tightly that you don't even know that it's happened. So that was quite a lot yesterday, and they helped me energetically process that. So it wasn't as horrific as I thought that it was going to be. So when I went down for my energy work, they kind of trickled this in at the same time, as well as me processing the energy. So I was brought to, something was made to my attention through a dream, and then when I woke up in the morning I was like, okay, I think that was a message of something for me. So maybe some of you are experiencing that too. I'm being guided to share that perhaps you're being given keys to your life through your dreams. Some of you probably are aware of this already, but some of you might not be. And the way that I was given this message, it was kind of cryptic, because if they would have shown me, it would have been too much. So it was kind of something that was alluded to in my dream that I managed to figure out in my waking time. So process your dreams, think about what you might be seeing, and yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm okay, everyone, just to let you all know. But it's been a couple of days of being a lot, and I also know that the other two Light Renegades have been going through it too. So I think there's just this time at the moment is really for a stripping back of everything. I really feel like I'm being cleansed from the inside out, and that comes with some darkness, you know, some things that I wasn't aware of that I needed to process, some things in the world that I wasn't aware of that I needed to be made aware of. It's all been very eye-opening for me. Alongside that, I've had some really quite interesting experiences too. I'm seeing a lot more things. So I mentioned being hugged by a being the other day, and it's like I see it in negative space. It's like an energy kind of fuzz that I see. But today, it's a late afternoon again in the UK, I've been literally seeing things for like a split second. Different types of ETs just in the room next to me, or, you know, in the room, the corner of a room from me. I think I'm being geared up to actually have physical contact from my guides, my people, my Pleiadians, whoever else is working with me from the GA and the Pleiadian High Council. I think that's what's happening. I think I'm being sort of drip fed, you know, a bit more of contact until it finally happens. Because although I speak to these beings, it's still quite a lot to physically see them. You know, it does take you by surprise, because it's not something you've experienced this lifetime before, you know. And I do receive such comfort when I see an ET face anywhere, you know. There's like a sense of home to it, as well as it is a sense of fear. It is a sense of fear, even though I know that there is nothing to fear with my experiences. But yeah, I thought I'd just add that as a little side note of fun at the end of that. I did channel this message a couple of days ago, and the irony of it all is just slapping me in the face today when I read it back this morning. I actually thought I posted this video already, so that was interesting. But this is a message from the GA, the Galactic Alliance, and the Pleiadian High Council together. The energies really merged, and they introduced themselves as that. So yeah, take a minute to tune in with their frequency with me, and I will go ahead and read the message. Hello, we are the Galactic Alliance and the Pleiadian High Council, here with a message for you all today. We hope that you are all integrating the new energies you are experiencing with ease, and that you are finding peace at this time with all the new information brought to you by the Light Renegades. We ask that you remain open-minded and focused on the task at hand, which is remembrance. Today's message is a message of forgiveness, forgiveness at the highest level of self. Many of you have experienced trauma. This word we do not use lightly. We know that many of you have suffered, and we wish to offer you the opportunity to free yourself. To understand anything and everything that you have experienced has been for the growth of you at a soul's level. That's not to say that you have suffered, that what you have suffered may, that's not to say that the suffering you may have experienced was justified. At the time, that was not the case. But you must understand, dear ones, is that you chose this path. You knew that cracking down and breaking open of you would lead to the person that you are today watching this transmission. You knew that you would reach your limit and then push through to grow and seek the truth that resides within your heart. It is an initiation of the soul, some might say. To this we want to offer you guidance of seeking forgiveness for yourself, what you have gone through, forgiveness for those that have caused you pain, for they too chose to agree to be with you in the journey, and to be that person, that situation, that experience for you to help you grow. You are in the stage of growth right now, so please, dear souls, forgive that too. Some of you wish to run when all you need to do is take one step at a time and breathe. Offer yourself space to face yourself and time to integrate all that we share with you. Go back, refresh, truly think about all we have offered you in terms of insight already. There is so much to process and progress with. Give yourself time. Time is not running out, but it is time to choose you, to choose your happiness, your freedom, and your growth above all else. For now, take care, beautiful souls, and we'll be back with you very soon. We love you. So reading that back today, after the past 2 days that I've had, was really I'm right here with all of you too in this. And really trying to understand why I've suffered in certain ways and why things have turned out the way that they have, or I've experienced certain things in my life, and understanding that if I'd not gone through that, or if I had experienced things in a very different way, I wouldn't be sat here doing what I'm doing now with you, or chosen to take the path that I have now with all of this, and really knowing that this is what I was supposed to be doing, this is what I chose to do, this is what I came here to do. But it's taken a lot of experiences that have happened throughout my long 32 years of life, it feels like, to get me to where I am today. I feel like I've lived so many different lives already, and I'm still 32 young, and to be facing trauma that I didn't even consciously know that I'd experienced was really something I hadn't anticipated, especially at this stage of the process, and I know it's for a complete cleansing of me from the inside out, so I can hold as much light as possible moving forward. But I know I've had to seek forgiveness for myself, for others in my life that I've perceived to bring me pain, for myself causing pain to other people unknowingly. There's a phrase that I used to love saying is hurt people, and I still believe that to be true, but I also do have another layer of expansion on everything, and knowing that everyone that has been in my life has been so strategically placed down to a random overhearing of a conversation, and some insight I've gotten in that. I know that everything has been orchestrated for me to build upon, for me to understand, for me to experience. I've grown through so much pain, and now I understand why. It's to build me up for who I am and who I'm going to be in the future. And I know that it's so painful, and sometimes it really feels so dark and you don't understand why some things have happened to you. But just know that somewhere you knew that you would get through whatever you are facing, and you knew that you will grow stronger from it. You just have to keep hold of that, and know that better is coming. You won't experience it again. You know, you've learned whatever you need to in that scenario, so all you can do is grow from it now and think to the future. There's something about the breaking down to nothing that really sets you on this catapult of this experience of ascension, you know. And I think you hit a certain level and then something will happen again, and then this pushes you further and further and further down the line, until eventually, you know, you are at a level where things don't hurt as much, you know. I'm so much stronger today than I ever have been, and even in this past year I've grown so much, and I've learned so much about myself. That's something on this journey that I was thinking that I really appreciate, is how much I know myself now, inside and out, warts and all, everything, you know. I know all my triggers. I know when my ego's kicking in. I know when my shadow's taking over. I know when I am vibing too high in the cosmos, you know. I know when to bring myself back to being grounded, and I'm so grateful for that, because I know how to make myself happy. If I'm dipping throughout the day, it's like, okay, what am I thinking about that's bringing me down? How can I change that, you know? And some days it's not as easy as that. Some days, you know, it takes all day for me to bring myself back, hence why not making videos for 2 days, because I was just in the thick of it and I just couldn't sit here and share a message with you. But this was all orchestrated. I channeled this message 2 days ago, and then I had 2 days of doing this work, not even realizing that I had already told myself the work that I was going to do. That's what I mean. The irony in some of these things is just astounding. But I'm so here with you, and please do reach out to us if you would like some energy work with any of the Light Renegades. I don't know where I'd be without having Reiki as a practice for myself. It really saved me. And just pulling out stagnant energy from my body, sometimes things I don't need to, you know, mentally absorb. And actually I think having that work on me done yesterday was just proof, and kind of what I have assumed for a very long time, is that it's all well and good to, you know, do a lot of mental work, but it's the energy work that really matters. I was brought to a situation, made aware of it in my mind, you know, and then it was just pulled out of me in terms of energy and frequency. So I didn't have to feel it, you know, I didn't have to process it on such a deep level, but I had to be made aware of it for it to be taken away from me. So maybe that's something for you to think about. I don't know why I felt the calling to share that too. But yeah, I hope everyone is okay. I think I will be back, maybe not tomorrow, but the day after, with another message. We'll see. But I'm going to try and be here every other day at the very least. So yeah, heed that calling. Go back, you know, go back and watch some of these transmissions. There's a lot of information that comes through, and a lot of frequency energy as well. So maybe there's some things that you've missed, because the Alliance and the PHC have said, you know, go back and reassess, redefine. So make sure you're doing that. Reconfigure, go back and concentrate on you. Find that space for you and keep going, keep pushing, keep growing, taking that time to cry if you need to, hugging self, all of those things, meditation, cleansing in lots of salt baths, looking after your vessel, making sure you're drinking enough water and eating correctly and sleeping properly. But yeah, record your dreams, everyone. That is something that I really want to stress to everyone. Start recording your dreams, because a lot of information is coming through in the dream time. But yeah, take care for now.